Hey, what's up? So, a couple of days ago, I launched off from a roundabout, and as I looked in the rear view to see who was behind me, I could see a great puff of what looked like white smoke. Didn't think much of it. Did cross my mind that it could have been me, could have been a turbo. Blowing a bit of oil past, but it was just that one puff, so I thought, yeah, that's fine. Then I joined the back of a queue of traffic, and I noticed that there was a wave of steam that just kind of like wafted by the windscreen, and that was shortly followed by the bittersweet smell of coolant. So at that point I thought, okay, let's pull into a car park and have a look. So pulled up and then had a look under the car, and it was dripping coolant. It wasn't particularly high flow rate, just a kind of a few drips every second. So also coolant indicator low did not come on, so I thought I'd go home quickly and then check it out. And this is where I got to. So I started inspecting the engine to see where it was leaking from, and it wasn't the front, which is good. So I started taking apart stuff around the back to have a look, and then looking through the inlet manifold I could see some puddles of water. So it was time to take the inlet manifold off and have a look. And basically what happened is, and I've been in here before, right here there is normally, although I've taken it out at the moment, a coolant, auxiliary coolant pump, and the last time I was in here that pump was leaking, which is also causing a leak problem. That was because it corroded and the housing on the pump actually split open and started leaking every time that pump was in use. Anyway, so the source of the leak is actually down to this split pipe here. So you can actually see it's a double walled pipe, and I think what would happen is the outer part had split already, and then it was just down to the inner part of the pipe. So it just decided to give up on me. So I got another one of these hoses ordered on the way. This one's an F version, but turns out that there's a slightly different rev. I can't remember what the rev is. I think it's H. It's a higher letter than F, and I double checked on ECS tuning to make sure it's the right pipe for my car, and it is. So that's on order, and it should be coming in a couple of days' time. While I was on the phone to the Audi dealers, I decided to get this pipe as well, because this whole unit is pretty bad design, really. I think this whole unit actually sits right in the middle of the V. So originally There we go. So originally it was somewhere along the lines of this. So you got the after-run pump is meant to go into that rubber mount at the back there, and then there's a steel connection pipe at the back, and then there's another connection pipe here at the front, along with a little bleed valve. And this whole thing sits inside the V, and it gets really hot in the middle there, which can't be good for any of the pipes or the plastic or this pump, this electric pump here, or any of the things that are sitting underneath the inlet manifold and the center of the V. But yeah, so because I've got to wait a couple of days for this this pipe to show up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up the inside of this V. There's a lot of corrosion here. There's like pools of coolant with rust, pools of oil, a lot of corrosion actually. So I'm going to try and tidy that up, put this half of the engine back together because it doesn't actually need to be apart. Just need to put the all the hoses back together, connectors back together, ram air back on, put all these connectors back. There wasn't any need to actually take all of these off. Get this prepped up ready to accept the new hoses that are coming, and then basically just get her ready to get back on the road. That's about it really. Until I get those hoses I can't really do much except prepare it. So in the meantime I'm riding the GSXR around if I need to go anywhere. Yeah, I also need to pick up some more deionized water and G12 Plus because I'm running a bit low. I'm not quite sure how much I lost during the problem. As I said before, the coolant low indicator didn't come on, so it can't be that bad, and also the leak is right up at the top of the heads, so hopefully it's not too much, but I'll pick some more up tomorrow from GSF, which is a couple of roads away, which is convenient. So I'm going to get on with cleaning the center of the V and putting this back together, and I'll catch you guys in a minute. Without the tubes, so let's have a look. I've tried to clean up the middle of the V. It was really difficult. There's a lot of corrosion, a lot of loose paint, a lot of vacuuming, brushing, degreasing, vacuuming, and then rinsing down with a
a garden sprayer. So I'm going to let it dry out, and then I'm going to apply some ACF 50 to see if I can inhibit the corrosion. And then I basically just put everything back that I can for the minute, and then as soon as I get the hoses, I will mount them to the auxiliary water pump, and then I'll fit it back in there where it lives, reconnect up the pipes, take the masking tape off the inlet manifold gaskets, drop the inlet manifold back down, bolt that down, plug in all the connectors that are missing, plug in all the hoses and secure them that are not connected, put the intake back on, put the MAF and air tube back on, make sure everything's tightened. Then I need to mix up some coolant, G12 plus and distilled water, then top her up, bleed her off, run it, make sure it doesn't leak, and then see if jobs are good. So I'll update you guys when I get the hoses and install that. Catch you later. Peace.